Excellent. Okay. Okay, so just stop with the jaw, just coming back over the back. Nice big move. Just coming forward, stretching up. Nice and long through the body. Nice big movement, front and back. Nice and smooth. Yeah, just on the hips, nice and loose. Just stretch up and then coming down. Back through the spine. Put the jaw over to the back, legs a little bit close together. Again, keep the knees straight and stay. Keep the legs straight. Back up. Nice and long in the upper body. As high as you can get my hands. Time. Just over the top. Twist here and then hold it. Just keep it a little bit higher on the front side. Twist up through the body. From here, just stretch up a little bit. Come over to the side. Back to the center. Kind of reach up a little bit and then oh. The side. Taking the jaw here. Soften the body. Nice big circle. Direction. for the knees. Roll it. Open the knees out. Stretch it back. Down. Squat. Just sit down. The forearm. Work gently. Good. Hands on the knee. Stretch over. Looking over the shoulder. Start to work side to side. Hold it on the side. Okay. Okay. Okay, all the way down. Okay, one feet pointing forward. On the same line. Stop the bring your forward. Stretching through. Run use the fingertips. Into the shoulder, lengthen the whole spine. Pull the hips back. Slowly, and then back. Bring the elbows down. Nice and slowly back. Working the shoulders, so both hands on the end of the jaw. Just roll the shoulders. Roll them together. Backwards. Okay, the hands both in the middle of the jaw. What you can do is stretch out and pull the hands apart. So keeping a strong grip. Stretch out and try and pull the shoulder blades at the same time. So stretch out. And then come back down and then separate the hands a little bit more. bring the jaw back up, extend out, strong grip, and then pull the hands apart. You try and activate the seam the shoulder blades a little bit further apart each time. Stretch out and pull, and then release it. Each time work a little bit further down, a little bit wider with the hand. Okay, when you've got to the end, you're going to do the opposite. So pull, press the body in, press the hands in. This way. So as if you're pushing towards the center of the jaw, right the way down. Nice and strong. Push. Okay, with the jaw like this, you're going to kind of wring the hands out. So, yeah, and then stretch them out this way. And then come back. Stretch them out. Everything nice and tight. And then just change the hands. The other ones on top. Do the same. Kind of wring it out. Good. Okay, so work through the wrist. Just take a little bit of the jaw at the end. Just stretch it over this way. This is like for a Nikyo. So just use the end of the jaw. Keep a good grip. Stretch it right over the top. Just apply it and release it. Apply and release. And then change. This is like for Kotegaishi. So take the jaw over, and from this side underneath, just draw, pull on the jaw here. So good grip again. Just pull it over. The arms here. Position. You can finally stretch. The other side. And this one's like a Sankyo, so you reverse the arm and then just pull from the other side. In this case, pulling back this way. Again, see if you just find the stretch on the wrist. Apply it and release it. Apply and release. And change. Something like a shikonage, so take it right over the shoulder, over the elbow, and use this side, stretch down. Let the whole body come with the arm. Change side, go over the elbow. Okay. Just one arm, loosen the arm off. change. And then both hands on the jaw. And then alternating one side each time. Back to two hands. And in this case, reverse it. So coming up rather than over. So if you can do one-handed, so changing over the under the wrist, changing underneath here. Okay, in this case, you're going to move forward here. And then as you go back, so you can reverse it. So reverse, backwards in a reverse, and forward, moving forward with the jump. And then reverse it backwards. Step back, forward. And then backwards. Yeah, forward. Okay, and then reverse it. You're going to go backwards, forwards with the jump. You're going to come forward, reverse, backwards with the jump. Forward, backwards, backwards, forward. Okay, we go straight into Zengo Ski. We just come in left side, roll over to the right. Nice and solid, 2 directions. Into 4 directions. And then to 8, a 4 ski.
Michael, I have a question about Zengo ski.
Yeah,
The turning,
Yeah.
the turning is the idea that I go a little bit backwards, so I go behind the jaw, or is the idea that I turn on the spot more or less?
You can do it in a way. You can do it in all ways. Sometimes people will teach it to come right back. I teach more to come back with it. So it's a bigger move to come back this way and then coming forward. So to really emphasize the compression. Yeah. You can also do it really like on the spot with very minimal movement like this. But what this tends to do is go into the arms straight away. It tends to go into this kind of move.
Yeah.
But I prefer to teach it this way, kind of coming back. And
this
yeah, what you're doing is really rolling through the body this way. So we'll kind of emphasize it this way. Rolling back with the body this way.
I'm very lucky to hear this because in my dojo I got a correction other way around. So I remember in a correct way what you taught. So yeah. I'm fine.
Good.
Thanks.
Yeah, in this I use it. It's a way just to really emphasize the body work this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I might come back really a bit far, or kind of too far. In this case, just really exaggerated, but it's really just to work the feet and the hands together with the feet, rather than just doing this.
Yeah.
You just stop that.
Great. Yeah. Thanks, Michael.
Yeah. Okay, good. So what I want to look, we'll start to look today is the 31 Kumijo, and look at the partner side of it. So look at the kind of reverse side of it. So this is it's kind of one of the most difficult forms we've got because of its length and its kind of complexity, and the defend or the attacking side in this case is the one that does most of the work. So that the person doing the kata side really just runs through the kata, and it's the person that's doing the kind of attacking form in this case that's really trying to blend with the kata. So it's more of a kind of lengthened awase practice than a kind of kumijo. That it's not, a lot of the movements aren't really necessarily combat orientated. They're more to try and fit into the kata, because the kind of anti kata was really designed to fit against the 31. So it wasn't designed as a it's not designed as a partner practice in the sense of the kumijo of the short 1 to 10. But what we'll do is we'll really break it down. So it's got kind of 7 sections, and then it's got connections in between, and then you've got the full run through of the thing. So we'll just work through the sections today. So we'll just start with the kata, and we just start with 1 through 3. So it just goes 1, 2, 3. So just really basic as the kata. Off the line, 1, rolling back for the block, and coming through the thrust. Just 1 through 3. This is the first section, nice and good. 1, 2, 3. In terms of the kata side, there's some slight differences because you're working with a partner. The first one is on the second movement. So you thrust in this way. Now from here, this gets deflected. What I do is block back. And now here the Joe's really in the way. So what I do in this case is push the Joe down. So when you make, now there's kind of an extra movement that's in between the moves. So we usually do 2, 3, just straight back. In this case, you've got 2, and then you've got another move here to strike the Joe down. So what I'm looking to do is clear the jaw off the way and then press down through the center. So this is a slightly different move. So you do 2, and then from here, it's like a 3.5, 3.5, and then I come through with the final thrust here. So just try and imagine in this case, to here, low, and then I want the whole weight of the body to press through the end of the jaw. Press the other person's jaw down, and then straight back onto the center. And this is straight into the rib cage. Yeah. That's nice. 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 Okay, good. And then we'll look at the other side. The other side, the beginning is actually very similar to the first Kumijo. So this, the first attack is just a thrust straight down. And now you've got the person doing the first move of the Kata, which is the Kaishi ski. So what I do is roll off, blend to the side this way, thrust in here, and then that's the last movement. This gets struck down, and then the 1 to 3 finishes here, striking with the ribs on the third move. So it goes now like this. I thrust in, roll off, and thrust back. Yeah, we got 2 through. And then at number 3, the jaw gets pressed down. So I end up in this kind of position here. So imagine, go 1, yeah, 2, and then the jaw gets struck down, 3. In that position. So,
And is the attacker holding the line?
the first move's down the line. Yeah, but when I make this move, I'm coming off the line, so I'm kind of wedging off the line here, and then creating a new. And basically, if you think the person's moved off the line, so what I'm going to do is follow the person here. So the first move's only down the line here, and then the person's basically over here. So I come back off the line, the original line, and then I come straight back this way, and then here, and then the defender's actually on the line this way. Yeah, so they come back onto the line. So in terms of the Kata, you're off the side, off to the right side, striking down, and then here, just wedge slightly off the line.
So it really is just like Kumijo number 1.
Yeah, it's very very similar. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Good. And then just try and blend this one together so that the first move is 1, so it comes here and then thrust in. This is 1, and then 2, and then 3. Comes to here. So just try and now blend the blending together. So yeah, thrust in, and then you get straight. Nice and basic to start. Okay, so the first few sections are nice and basic. We'll go to the second one, which is 4 to 6. So now in the kata terms, you're starting here in this position. So when we do the kata, you do 4, 5, 6, like this. So in this case, there's one difference. When you make the block, I use this as a block. So in the first sense, you're here in position 3. Now from here, you're going to open up to the side here. So in this case, keep the hands separate. It does 4 like this, and then 5, and then 6 coming off the line. In this case, really this functions as a block. So in the kata, bring the hands together, but in the kumijo, I use this as a block for a 4. And then here, 5, the first yokomen, 6, really coming off the line. This angle, yeah. Wedge off to the side, on the right side of the line, and off to the left, strike it for the head. 4, 5, 6. Great, great. Good. Okay, no problem. So the attacking side in this case is straight in skikamai. You come forward straight in, and then from here the person's blocking and then coming around for the yokomen to the side. What I do is roll back and I block this way straight through to the center. So it's just cutting down to the center, and then from here from the back leg coming straight down the line. So in this case, I'm really working the line straight forward, and then from here trying to hold the line and break through the center line here. Open the attack line up, and then come straight forward this way with the jo this way. So allow the jo to move circularly, but try and really hold the line at the same time. So the hayagashi is back, and then in yokomenuchi forward. Roast. Forward. Just really try and work on the weight of the body, pressing forward, back, forwards again. Nice. Okay, good. So the next section, the third section, skips the 2 yokomenuchis, and we start at 9 and we go through to 11. So it's just 3 sections, and this is the big barai movement. So you start in the left side and you roll to the back. There's 9, 10, 11 for the kata. So In the kata terms, what we do is this: roll back, bring the jo up to the top of the head, and then strike down. In the Kumijo terms, you use the number 10 as a strike. So you strike to the back here, and then from here, what you're going to do is strike up to the wrist here. And then from here, strike in the head. Like so. In this case, the 10th move is different. There's 9, 10, 11 onto the head. So what's the same as the organization in the body? You do the same movement as you do this. If you just strike up this way to the wrist, and then continue it over this way. Okay, just try that. So 9, 10, 11. You're starting left side, left hand. You go to the back. Okay. Well, the good thing in the kata term is it really teaches a kind of coordination between the center and the hands. So just kind of come in out this way, out this way from the ground, out this way, and then out this way. And in this case, what you use is the same coordination. So what I really want is the body to roll through the job and then snap through. So really look for this kind of coordination from the center to the hand, this, snap through. So I'm sort of something like this kind of thing, and really try and get this together with the center pressing through. And just give it a try. So just look for the coordination from the kata form.
Okay, I have to go now. See you later, guys.
Later.
Thanks, Mike.
Enjoy. Okay. So good. Okay, and then the attacking side. In this case, you're starting kenkamai, so right side. So in this case, the feelings that you can move forward and strike to the person's back. But in this case, what they're coming back with is this barai movement. So the Joes really come in here. And if this was kind of combat orientated, they'd be coming straight back to the knee this way. So what I need to do in this case is really come back off the line. And at the same time, I want to come into jokamai. So this is similar to doing the second suburi with the ken. You come back here like this. Now what I want to do is really bridge the gaps. This is a long step forward, straight in, and I want to strike down onto the head this way. But in this case, they're doing number 10, which comes to the wrist. So in that case, I pause. So I roll back. This is a big move in here. And then they're basically coming for the wrist. The key in this point is that I want the wrist to be in front of the head. I don't want the hands to be back for the head, because what can happen is that the head can really get hit. So come back, step in here. This is where they strike the wrist, but they pause. And then from here, just drop the jo down. This comes into 11. So 9, 10, 11, and 3 goes 9, 10, 11. Surge forward, stop at the wrist, and then come down. Good. Nice. Okay, good. And the next main section, the fourth section in this case, is the the 6-count kata. So this goes from move 13 to 17. It's a little bit shorter. So you're actually in skikama in this case. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, like this. So when you do the kata, again, you do this together, back. We usually roll back in this case, and then come here. The differences we're going to do here are here, straight through here, block back. So both hands separated, blocking. Now you're going to strike through 15, 16. These come together, and I don't pull the body back. So these are the two main differences. One, separated the hands with a block. Now 15, 16, we come together. And then 17 here. And then this is the other difference in terms of the geran gaishi. When we do the basic, we usually kind of come into this position. The hand's quite wide on the jo. In this case, you're really going to come off the line, and you're going to have the hands quite close to the body. So it's not super tight to the body, but the hand's closer. And this is to avoid this hand being struck from the jo coming down. So I need to really make my body small in this case. This is coming here. So there's these three slight changes. Separate the hands, roll through together, 15, 16, pull the jo back, and then very tiny this way, 17, striking for the knee this way. Okay, give it a try. This is 13 through 17. A modified 6-count.
And here on the Barai, Michael, we're sort of changing feet. We're neither going forwards nor backwards, but swapping feet.
On which part?
Gidangoshi.
Yeah, you're in this position here. This, and then what I'm going to do is going to slightly wedge across the line. So I'm going to wedge off this way. So if I'm in this position, my feet are here. I'm going to come off the line. It's a slight entry. So I'm not I'm not on the spot, but I'm basically here, wedging off the line with a slight entry.
Cool, thank you.
That one. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, and this is one of the big problems with the kata training. It's kind of second nature, so you start to make the same movement. So in this case, really try and avoid rolling the body back for the geran gaishi in this case. Try and think of 15, 16 together. So you've got this, 15, 16, and really the front foot doesn't move at all. The body doesn't pull back. So in the case of the Kumijo, I can't pull the body back. If I have the sense of pulling back, I'm too late to come forward with the blend. So in this case, just have the sense that 13, 14, and then 15, 16 together, 17. So just see, don't separate 15 and 16. Do them together, 15, 16, and then you'll avoid kind of pulling the body back. That's it. That's it. Nice. Oh. So then the attacking side, kind of very similar to the second section we did, but in this case, what you're going to do, you're in ski kamae, open to the left side. You blend back for number 13, strike through for a ski, come back, gerangaishi. Again, try and take the sentai. In this case, the person's pulled the jo back to the geran position. So you just come straight through forward with the yokomen. In this case, starting ski kamae, open into the left side to allow the thrust. You roll back, thrust forward, haigaishi block to the back, and press through. 13 to 17. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Good. Okay, good. So these are the first 4 sections. Just run through the kata sides. This is the most familiar. Just break it down into sections. So I'll just show you sections. It goes 1, 2, strike down, 3 to the finish. And then I open out. You come 4, 5, 6 to the head. Now from this position, just turn. You're in the left side, number 9. Here. 10, strike for the wrist. 11 for the head. Coming back into ski kamae. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Let's finish that. Okay, so 17 movements, and just break them down into these sections. If you get kind of lost in it, go back to the original kata form and just run through 1 to 17, and then try and go back to this kind of Kumijo form. Goes here. Second. The third. And the fourth. Hey. Nice.
Michael, in 9, the turning, is it turning on the spot or go I forward?
Yeah. When we start the partner practice, what we do is give big space and come back with the move or forward. So you do pretty much like the kata, kind of turning and then swinging back here. And then once you get kind of better at the kumijo, you've got the movement and you take the space away from it. And then what you do is basically do this kind of on the spot here. And then what I'm going to do is go for the knee, for the back knee, and then pull it through. But to really start the kata and then a way to learn it in the basic form, is coming into this position back. So give it space and then, yeah. So the kind of basic form, and the form we use mostly is to come back into the space, kind of bring space into the movement. Yeah. That's it. Nice. Okay, and just to finish, we'll just do one of the 31. So just one time through the 31, the whole thing. So just nice and one time. We'll go each. Great. Good. Okay, we'll stop there. Basic. どうもありがとうございます。
どうもありがとうございます。
Inoki's